What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Roots and Wings podcast. I think this is episode 9. The reason why this podcast came about was because me and my wife, we've been together for is it 9 years now? Almost 9 years. Married for almost 5. And we, obviously we're working in the entrepreneurial space, and we help and coach a lot of people, and we get asked a lot of questions, and we've seen a lot of people, all over YouTube, different couples talking about success and stuff, but there wasn't really anyone in the UK, and we thought, you know what, our conversations, we could maybe help someone with the information that we've become aware of. So our mission is to kind of help you become undeniable, either by yourself or as a couple. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the number one reason why people get divorced, and it's an interesting subject, and it's about money. It's about money. So let's get right into it, Bab. I know you got the plan on your phone right there.
Yeah, so I just wrote down a few thoughts that came to my mind as I was thinking about money, and it may be, I think also as you're listening to this, be aware of the thoughts that come up for you, because I think that's important. You have to know where you're at to know what you may need to change, or to sometimes even take on a different view. So I just wrote down a few notes, and I think in the back of my minds we have to be aware also of how we've even been brought up and what we hear every day, what thoughts we're around, the different paradigms that we're around, because that'll also have an effect of...
What thoughts were around? You hear that, guys? Not what words. What thoughts? Energy. What thoughts? What are the people around you thinking about?
Mm-hmm.
Because consciousness is contagious. You can't see consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Deep. Go on, babe.
Feeling. So I've written down a few notes. So we're going to talk a little bit about what money essentially means to us, what our understanding of it is, and we can talk about sort of both of our views. So I've written down, money is a tool to use to make our lives and others better.
Mm.
We live in a world where we have to have money to live.
Right.
So regardless as to whether you want a lot of money, a little bit of money, we all have to agree that we have to have money. Mm-hmm. We just have to. Yes, okay, we can grow our own vegetables, we can find a spring for water, but you need money to buy clothes, whatever. So you've probably already heard this before. I've written, money isn't the root of all evil. Not money is the root of all evil.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you use it. So you have to think whether you're a good person, you're going to use money in the right way. It's not that money's the bad thing. Right. If you're a good person, you're going to use money in the right way. If you're a bad person, you're going to use money in the wrong way.
I think money's such an interesting subject. Like, number one, why isn't it taught in schools?
Mm-hmm.
Who created schools? If money's probably one of the the number one thing that most people think about, but they don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because most people aren't educated on it.
Mm-hmm. And
even a lot of people, let's say you are in a bit of a situation right now with money. Just the fact that this conversation is about money will make you feel uncomfortable.
Right.
The people that are uncomfortable around money or talking about money are people that either don't have money or don't know how to earn money. Right? Mm-hmm. So like if you started talking about politics or something right now, I'd get uncomfortable. Why? Because I'm ignorant in that area.
Same, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're like out of shape or whatever, and you're hanging around a bunch of people that are into the gym talking about health and fitness, and foods and stuff, you're going to feel super uncomfortable because you're probably ignorant in that area. Mm-hmm. So money is a very interesting subject. It does make the world go round, literally, and it's not taught in schools, which is interesting. So in order to learn about money, we have to self-educate.
Mm-hmm. Which is exactly what you're doing right now.
Exactly.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Interestingly, I think the title of this will put some people off. As in some people actually don't want to admit that they want more money or they want to talk about it because it's seen as a bad thing. which is
Yeah,
an
there'll be
interesting side.
the people that are jealous, envious, but the people that are genuinely like inspired by people that are successful, this podcast is for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not blowing our own trumpet, but our financial situation has definitely changed for the better.
Yeah, 100%.
See that?
So the next thing I've written, women need to understand that a man will always feel the need to provide, even if the woman is the breadwinner or the only income earner in the family.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like inherent in our nature, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because we want to protect, we want to provide, and providing and protecting in this area, this like, you know, we're in the UK right now. Like, you need money to do that. Do you know what I mean? I was sat on the sofa and just this week, Dexter's like, you know, was watching Blippi, and Blippi's gone to Disney World, and he's like, I want to go there, I want to go on this, I want to go on this, I want to go on that, and I'm thinking that costs money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So thank God we're able to do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if we didn't have money, we wouldn't be able to do things like that.
Yeah.
And the kids, they're just like, I want. That's great, and they think about what they want, and that's how we should be as humans. We should go, do you know what? I want that. We don't go, can I afford that? Because if you're saying, can I afford that, you're only going to be completely repeating your current circumstances. Can I afford that? It's no. Do you want that? Yeah, perfect. Now, what type of person has that? What type of person can afford that? What do they do? How do they make money? If I can't afford that right now, physically, in what I'm doing, I need to manifest a way to get to do that. So you decide that you want that. Like Bob says, the only prerequisite for making a decision is, do you want it? What do you want?
But it gives you choices, doesn't it?
What do you choices?
The more money you have, it gives you more choices.
Right. Yeah. And that's one thing I've always admired in you. You never apologised for wanting nice things, for wanting a nicer life, for wanting to do things and travel more and wear nice clothes, go to nice restaurants. You never apologise for that. You want to live your best life.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that helps me as a man. When you go, because a lot of women are like, well, I'm not going to say I want this or want that, because it might, you know, make him feel bad that he can't do that. But like, as long as it's coming from a place of like inspiration and like, you know, you're not, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I've always admired that in you.
Yeah, it's delivering it not in a way so you look like a spoiled brat.
Right.
It's that you've got standards, and also that stems from, you know, what's happened in my life and losing my best friend early in her life. You realise actually you don't know how long you have. So make it the best life that you can, no matter how old you are, whether you're 20, whether you're 40, whether you're 60, whatever. And
I think your upbringing helps you a lot with that stuff as well.
Yes, plays a part for sure. Because naturally my standards are higher anyway.
Yeah. So Charlie's dad, for those that don't know, had a Bentley, Rolls Royce, Aston Martin.
He had his own business that was very successful.
Yeah. Nice, amazing home. So obviously that's created like a standard for you.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I didn't really, you know, experience any of that. But I wanted to. You know what I mean? I used to look at there was like a family that were close to our family, and they always had the better car, the better skateboards at Christmas, the better Game Boys, the better iPods, the better hotel room whenever we travelled, and it was like a constant, they can, we can't, they can, we can't, you know. So that created over the years like a desire to go, no, do you know what? I don't want to be like this end of that. I want to be that end of it. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got their own personal reasons.
Yeah. Now I've gone into a bit more of the practical side. So
It's going to be dark, by the way, so I hope you can still see us.
I've written earning for the present, but setting up resources for the golden years. So you're earning and investing, but you're using the returns from the investments as the fun money.
Yeah, I think that's what stage of life we're at right now. I think the first is like, oh my God, I can make money. Then it's like, okay, so I can, perfect. Now, am I willing to learn the skills, do this, put the sacrifice in, put the time in to actually earn it? And we've kind of done that, and we're still doing that. We're always going to be doing that. You know, you can never, you know, you're always going to get better. But now we've learned lessons from different things, and now we're thinking of, right, let's save, let's think ahead. Do you know what I mean? But you do need to, like, I think people get into that, like I don't care what anyone says. Everyone who doesn't have money, well, anyone like me, I'm 35. I'm a man, right? As a lad, I always used to dream about just going around flannels, JD, all these different shops, and just being able to buy what I want. And I feel like you have to have that little outburst of, like, actually doing what you want to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before then, you actually go ahead and start, like, being smart with your money. I think you do have to learn a few lessons with money. Because if you don't, I think at some point you know what I mean. This is why people have a lot of midlife crisis, and they go and get the car they want all of a sudden because they're like, oh my god, you know what I mean. So it's like,
yeah.
My advice would be, when you do get money, like, please do treat yourself.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, put 20% away.
Yeah.
Don't,
it's being,
you know what I mean?
It's being smart with it. So you have a percentage of what you save, you have a percentage of what you invest, you have a percentage of having fun with it and treating yourself. So just work out what those percentages
And the seasons,
are.
you know what I mean? Because especially in entrepreneurship, it's up and down, isn't it? As we learn, it's up and down. So, like, in the good seasons, save.
Yes, well, it's different. It's a different perspective from having a job, in that in a job, most of the time, you know what your check is each month.
Yep.
So you have a set amount that you budget towards paying for your house, your car, food, fun, whatever. Whereas when you're an entrepreneur, you're going to be earning different amounts every single month.
And
you may have, you know, from, say, January to June, you may be earning double what you're earning for the second half of the year, or whatever it is. But that's where your management skills need to come in.
Exactly. And that is a lesson that, again, entrepreneurs, I feel, only can learn through pain. So when you
well, that's why we want to talk about it.
Yeah,
so that you can
like,
learn it.
You know, I like what Andrew Tate
happens.
says. He says there's two ways to learn: the hard way or the harder way. Like, everyone's parents told them, well, you know, school's the best years of your life. No one listened. We never listened. Don't touch the hot stove. Why? Like, okay. So, like, but, like, at least maybe this podcast and this information can, like, help you, like, at least think twice about doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, learning about entrepreneurship, because it's true, man. Like, 10 years, I was paid the same every month, basically the same. Boom, boom, boom. And then, like, you know, you get to, like, 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, and you think, this is no way, new salary. No, it's not, bro. if you don't like get, you know, keep growing that, like, that's gonna go down to 10 and 5 and 2. You know, hang on a minute. And that's when, like, a lot of people, because they're not doing the personal development, and again, we've learned this from, like, actual experience. When you are winning, we tend to ease back. It's almost like, you know, you get that six pack, all of a sudden you feel cool. I can start eating cookies again now. I can start chinning off again now. No, you'll lose that six pack real quick. We don't go to the gym to get strong. We go then to stay strong.
Yeah.
So even in winning seasons, don't ease off.
Stop.
Don't ease off, man. That's a serious lesson, man. 100%.
Well, yeah, that's the life of the entrepreneur. I've written about credit cards and credit in general. Use it, but just use it wisely. Like, be fully aware of its disadvantages, i.e. interest. So the best thing to do is use it, because there are advantages to using it. You do actually get more payment protection from it. However, just make sure you're paying it off in full, so you're not being charged interest.
Yeah, you see, when we first got into this, I never understood that. It's like, yeah, so you use this card and then pay it off in full. Okay, why don't we just spend on this card? What's the point of this? Because I still to this day, I'm wrapping my head around it. For me, I think a credit card, it's quite hard to track how much you're actually spending, and they're very smart with it because it doesn't come off the balance straight away and all that stuff. So people get themselves into a hole that they don't even know they're in. And then at the end of the month, they're like, oh shoot, I've overspent. And then they keep repeating the same, boom, I've overspent. And that's the point where they're in like a hole.
Yes, but it trains you to get better at managing your money. I.e., you have
100%,
to
yeah,
log
definitely.
into your app.
But how
which
many people do that?
Well, you have to log into your banking app if you want to withdraw cash. Like some people have to move money. You have to check how much money's in there before you withdraw cash. So you're doing that anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what difference does it make if you're logging into a credit card one?
Mm-hmm. And it is handy. It is handy, like, you know, when you want to pay things off in full and then, you know, pay it back over time, stuff like that. I get that stuff. You know what I mean? And when you're booking trips, it's like insured. You know all that stuff.
Anyway, separate conversation, but just a tip. And then I've ended off. There is enough prosperity and money for everyone, but you have to earn it and respect it. Money goes where it's respected and shared and multiplied.
I think that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people struggle with. That is
Which part?
the fact that we actually live in an abundant universe.
Oh my gosh.
So that's the government warning that there's going to be grass fires apparently down here in Devon.
Yeah, it's seriously dry in the UK at the moment.
Very dry, hottest day, hottest week, mad. Yeah, we live in I love that saying, from abundance you take abundance and abundance remains. That's quite hard to get your head around. I think a lot of people, they're like, nah, that person's had like 3/4 of the pie, there's only a quarter left for me. That market's saturated now, that's saturated. Nah, because they've gone ahead and done it. Guys, Pepsi, correct me if I'm wrong, tastes pretty similar to Coca-Cola.
I prefer it.
Fanta tastes pretty similar to Tango. 7-Up tastes pretty similar to Sprite.
Yep.
Guys, these are the same thing.
Cadbury's, Galaxy, we could go on.
Like, so it's, if someone's done it, you can do it too. Everyone is someone else's cup of tea.
Yeah.
And your energy is not the same as another person's energy. You see, there's barber shops that some of them, they look the same from the outside. You see, one's packed, one's empty. What's the difference? Do you know what I mean? Oh, but that person won't cut it. I don't think that person is going to cut it the way that I want it cut.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think a lot of people are thinking the same thing. Why is that? Because of the barber's self-image, the barber's vibration. They do the same thing. Do you get what I'm saying? This person looks the same shop, same window, same little swirly thing on the outside. And people go in there because, yeah, I reckon that guy will cut it because his perception of self is different. So that's the only thing you have to work on. If you want to set up a business, if you want to do something in life, do it. But you need to change your self-image. You need to change your internal program and everything will work out because we live in an abundant universe. So yeah, guys, subject to money. I think this is definitely going to be part 2 at some point. Maybe in part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because there's so much to talk about it. But guys, listen, I want everyone to go to the link in the description. If these conversations are adding value to your life, first of all, subscribe to the channel, share the channel. We appreciate that. It's completely organic growth. Second of all, we're going to be launching something very, very soon. Super, super excited about it. We have a lot of people wanting our time. We're very busy people. And we are going to be putting together something that is very affordable for everyone. It's going to be a like-minded network of people with common goals of growth, contribution, becoming the best version of themselves, teamwork as a couple. There's going to be a lot included into it. We have a waiting list in our description. Go there, fill in the description. We have a Facebook Live series happening, but we're going to do something very, very similar, very special for everyone on the waiting list. We actually created them today. It's going to be pretty cool, man. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you all. Thank you. Let's go.